Fourth quarter for you?
It was unreal. I looked back at the stats, and I think it was 26 in the fourth quarter, 34 points total in the second half, and I think that's huge for our offense.
Justin, the throw you had to Keenan just on the run on third down, just can you walk me through what you saw?
We got some pressure. The protection broke down, scrambled out, and knew that Keenan is one of those guys that you can throw the ball to and he's going to make a play. How many times we've read that in practice of those scramble drills and of him finding the right space to get to. And as soon as I threw it, I knew that he was going to make something special happen.
Justin, with 5 touchdowns today, I guess when you're in a rhythm like that, do you feel like in the zone, like you can complete any pass? What's kind of like your mood, say, when you're in a rhythm like that?
I thought we played pretty well offensively as a group, and I thought we ran the ball really well late down the stretch. And some of those guys outside on the receivers, they made some great plays. Mike stepped up huge. Keenan, Jalen Guyton, Jared Cook, all those guys that we needed to step up. Those guys came up huge today. So really, really thankful for them.
Justin, Austin.
It makes my job a lot easier just to throw the ball to them. Mike did a great job of breaking separation, and especially on those 2 posts that he ran. He did a great job running those routes, and those are routes that we ran all the time in practice, and we've got a bunch of reps on. So it was great to see him be able to do that and execute that well.
And then what about those fourth down calls that Brandon had there that you guys were down 2 touchdowns? You kept that drive with the touchdown. What are you thinking when he was just like fourth down, we're going for it?
Just a belief as an offense, and I think we've done a great job with that all year. And that we've always talked about going into that huddle and feeling confident and knowing each other, knowing all the players in that huddle are special players, and any of those guys can make a play on fourth down. So I know that we got the right guys out there.
Did this have a kind of a college feel, the way some of those college games where points get put up like that, or is this the craziest game so far you've been part of?
A little bit, kind of like those college football shootouts. A lot of points, and I thought it was a lot of fun to be a part of, and I thought the defense, came up with some big stops when we needed them to, and the offense came down and scored. And one of those situations late in the game that we got to work on, getting down and continuing to work on that. But overall, I was really pleased with everything.
Justin, 4th and 2 from your own 24-yard line. You've been around football your whole life. That's not a decision a lot of coaches would make. I mean, how many coaches do you think would actually have the confidence to make that call in that situation, back up as far as you guys were in your own end?
I don't know how many coaches would have made that. I know ours did, though, and he believed in us, and I believe in him. And that entire offense, I believe in those guys. And those guys up front, they blocked super well today. And that's a tough defensive front that we're going up against, and I thought they handled them pretty well.
Justin, Austin referred to you as just saying that you are growing and emerging as a leader. When you hear that kind of stuff, what does it mean to you, and what do you see from yourself as far as you emerging as a leader of this team?
Well, I really appreciate those kind words from him, and he's obviously one of those vocal leaders of our team, and he's done an incredible job all offseason, all season, of stepping up and being a vocal leader of not only that running back group, but our offense and the team, and so that means a lot coming from him.
Your team was chasing and getting close, and they would score, and then you had the missed point after. Did you always feel good about the outcome?
That's one of those things that Shane Day always talks about. As long as there's time on the clock and downs to be played, we've got a chance. And it didn't go the way we thought it was going to today. We didn't imagine to put up 47 points like that. But sometimes that's how you have to win games in the NFL. So Coach Daly and I talked about that, but just good to see from our guys.
Justin, what were you thinking when they basically pulled Austin into the end zone on that last touchdown?
Yeah, that's one of those situations where we were instructing him to not go in the end zone. He did a great job of stepping up and kind of giving himself up before the end zone. But the Browns, they grabbed him, they brought him into the end zone, and that's a smart play by them. And that's something that we have to talk about and continue to develop so we can be better on that in the future.
Justin, how much credit does Joe Lombardi deserve in terms of a performance like today when guys are running free like they are and you can put up the amount of offense that you did?
All of it. He's a special play caller, and he's got such a great feel for the game and for the relationships on our team, and all those guys on offense and defense, they respect him, and I do too. And he makes all of us want to work harder for him, and he's a selfless guy that knows so much about the game. So he's done an incredible job for us.